I'm live. I'm live. Okay, that's good. That's good news. I'm glad to know that I'm live. I'm live, but maybe I'm not alive, you know. Oh, I'm not alive. Yeah, Pearl Jam, right? Oh, how do you do that? How do you do Eddie Vedder? I gotta remember how do you do Creed. The key to doing a good Eddie Vedder is doing an impersonation of Creed. I just heard the news today. Heard my world gonna change. Um, with arms wide open. That's pretty good, actually. On there's no new life. It's Creed, right? Creed, and also my favorite character from The Office, aka The Orifice, US, us. Creed Bratton. He's funny dude, right? Also an Aquarius. There's just something in the water around January time, February, mid-February. Leave a like, everybody. I can see you. I can see you lurking, you motherfuckers. Leave a like, you fucking I guess they left. I guess don't call the only person watching a motherfucker. Okay, lesson learned. Okay, that's good. Done. There's a new victim here. Leave a like, motherfucker. Like seriously, with arms wide open. Who's that? Do you know? Can you even tell? Don't you know the hits? Don't you know the classics? Under the sun. They left. Okay. I have to type it. Leave a like. I guess I'll say please, right? Is that type? Leave a like. PLS. Please. Yeah, that seems pathetic. Let's please. No. Yeah, PLS. That's on brand. Leave a like, please. I think that will work. That's guaranteed. That's a guarantee. Uh I'd buy that for $1, right? I'd buy that for $1, right? Yeah. I look if anyone's getting here late, you just missed out on the best, funniest Creed impression ever. Um, they left again. Why do people keep like? Yeah, people like. There's a new person and then they'll leave. I guarantee you, the one person and then they'll leave. They won't say anything. They won't leave a like. They're so rude. Such obnoxious cunts, right? That's not offensive. In Australia, that's a pleasantry. Cunt is actually a superlative. It's a nice thing to say. Your grandma will tell you that. If you're feeling down, your grandma will call you a cunt. But you have to be Australian to understand that. Otherwise, you're going to hate me. But, uh, I mean, people hated Hitler and that guy killed Jews for a living. So, Rachie, you're a subscriber. Oh, okay. Well, how come you've never left a comment? Smile, is that a smiley face? I guess that's a smiley face. I don't have my autism chart on me, but I'm gonna guess that's like one of those kind of things. How come you never left any comments, Rachie? I get so people tend to be shy. They'll send me emails like, "Oh, I don't want like the government to know that I watch your videos." Like, the fuck? The government watches you 24/7. They don't give give a shit that you watch Truth, dog. Where you from, Rachie? You from down under, mate? I'm loving this lighting. It barely shows how ugly I am. That's a plus. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Yeah, that tends to be the trend. Yeah, most people tuned out once I stopped schizophrenically ranting about reptilians. Um, I just ran out of bullshit to say, I suppose. Do you have any experience with reptilians? Like, what was your interest in that topic in the story? The heck? I'm just drinking Australian tap water. It's having a funny effect on me for some reason. Not everyone. Not everyone. Not everyone. Are you drunk too? I mean, are you drinking Australian tap water as well? They live they live on steroids. I suppose by this point in time, that could be true, you know, because they live is from the 80s and we're in some other faraway decade. And yeah, I mean, that makes sense. I think I've like conjectured in the past that as time goes on, more and more people become more reptilian, you know, because the DNA is it gets spread around and whatever the word is, you know, these things fuck like rabbits, obviously, you know. That's all they think about, this sick the dirty dogs, you know. Have you ever had an experience with a reptilian firsthand? Like, what's your interest in the topic? Yeah, the purple turtle thing. I watched that the other day because I was like, I don't know what the word is. I privated a lot of my videos because I was trying to go legit, but that didn't fucking work. Nothing works. So I thought, oh well, who cares? So I'll just put it back. So I watched that video then as part of like one of my like what do you call it? Uh what's that word? I don't know. It's one of those words. I'm sure you're aware of the word. I don't need to say the word for you to understand what I'm trying to say. It's all intuitive for people like us, right? We just get it. Housekeeping is the word. But I did watch that Purple Turtle because people have said that's a good video, and I always thought that was a bunch of shit that I just fucking was just talking bullshit in that one. But I did watch the start of it, and that well, the dude getting hit by the bus, that's fucking crazy. A guy gets hit by a bus, and it's on the news, like the mainstream media, and like he survives. He gets up and just barely brushes himself off and walks into a pub. Like that's unheard of. And then all the comments are just like memes. It's like, and there's like 1,000 of them, like one after the other, each funnier than the other. What the fuck is this? You know? And I feel like, and you might disagree, and feel free to because like it'll be a good sort of back and forth until we get some real viewers here. And leave a like, everybody. This chat is lively. This chat is bumping. As a kid, someone just left. Every time I try to get people on board, they fucking leave. What is up with that? Anyway, I'll stop trying. I suppose just play it cool. But anyway, like, what is up with that? Like all these, you know what I'm talking about? Like all the comments were like fucking just uh, like 10 out of 10 jokes. Have you ever met a person in your real life who's actually funny? I haven't. And yet you go on a fucking a video about some guy getting hit by a bus, and there's a million comments back to back that each get funnier after the other. That's impossible. People aren't funny. They're not even intelligent. I'm barely fucking functioning mentally, you know? I'm just barely getting by. Oh yeah, absolutely. How did you know that? I've been watching Chris Lilly lately. How did you know that? I've literally I am a I love Chris Lilly. For those who don't know, he's an Australian comedian. He does he plays characters. He does these comedy shows where he plays a character and he's basically taking the piss out of real life people, pretending to be a real person, but he's just exaggerating the traits of narcissists essentially. But I've literally like in the last week, I where's my hand reconnected with Chris Lilly's content, and he's amazing. Oh yeah, yeah. Well, he's not like one of my inspirations or anything because I was like well into my middle age by the time I watched his stuff, you know. But um, I obviously you're aware of Chris Lilly. Do you have any favorite series of him? My favorite is Summer Heights. I think that's probably what most people would say is their favorite Chris Lilly thing. But I was watching. I don't even know. I saw like We Can Be Heroes, and I thought that uh, the guy who it was the jumping castle hero and the stuff was really funny, way funnier than I remembered it to be. Like some of this stuff you can watch when you haven't had enough life experience, and you just think, yeah, it's it's sort of funny. I get why it is, but if you've lived enough life and met enough dickheads, it's so fucking funny. But all of his stuff is good or great. Um, yeah. Angry Boys, yeah, I was watching the Surfer Dude again. See, that was one of the series that I didn't really connect with so much. But I watched another thing recently where I didn't see the S Mouse stuff again. Where, like I said, I didn't super connect with that at the time. But I imagine if I was to watch a clip or two now, I'd think it was really funny. But I was watching the Surfer, the Blake dude, the Surfer stuff, and I thought it was way funnier than I remembered. So yeah, Angry Boys was a good one. Summer Heights High. All of his stuff is really, really good. Have you seen Neighbours? Obviously, you're in the UK. Oh, what the fuck? Are you for real? That's not good. Are you serious? That's not good. He's a full-on dickhead. Are you actually serious? Like, do you mean how like I'm taking the piss out of being a dickhead, or do you like? Oh, okay. All right. I guess okay. I'll have to accept that. Oh fuck. Because I'm like neighbors. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I hear I had a Scottish friend at some point through message boards, and because like he's UK adjacent. He said that Carl Kennedy was like a big star in the UK. Is that true? Dr. Carl, he is a dirty dog too. I was watching some old clips of Neighbours. He cheated on Susan. He got some other chick knocked up, and he just breaks the news to her. And he's like, "I understand if you're upset. I'll give you five or whatever." He goes outside for a smoke. Fucking Susan breaks down. Obviously, like Carl, I'm not going to say the word. I think we're all thinking it. Dirty dog is the best way I could put it, honestly. But then you get new writers, and they're like, let's smooth the edges on this Carl character, and he's a family man from then on out, I suppose. But he was a pants man as far as I could tell before that. I never watched Neighbours really. I was a home and away boy, which goes into the Angry Boys thing that you were talking about. Sort of a surfy sort of dude. Um, but can I keep talking? It's so awkward having to keep. Hey, everybody, leave a like. I'm talking to the one other person that's here. Can you, everybody, please leave a like? Heartbreak High, that was a good one. Yeah. Um, I saw the movie Heartbreak Kid because I was vaguely aware of Heartbreak High as of like a 6-year-old, and I went to the video store and there was a movie. I don't know if you saw the movie Heartbreak Kid, and that was like the next level of Heartbreak High, I suppose. I watched that. I didn't understand it at all because I was 6 years old. There's something about fucking the teacher, as it would be, because that's the kind of message they want to send to the youth, pedophile stuff, But Heartbreak High, that was all wogs and sort of stuff. I suppose you're going to say I remind you of all the ethnic characters from that show too, or something. But you liked Heartbreak High. What was it? How old do you think I am? I think I've said my age before, but I like to sort of fish for compliments. Drazik, yeah, yeah. Have you seen what the fuck's that thing? Oh, someone did a parody of Heartbreak High. It was really funny. Fuck, I wish I could remember. I'll post it on my stories. Mid-30s. Oh, thank you very much. That's what Google AI says. And like right now we've got sort of like I put a stocking over the lens. So yeah, yeah, mid-30s checks out. But no, I'm closer to mid-40s. We'll just put it that way. I'm exaggerating a little bit, but yeah, we'll say mid-40s. How old are you, Rachie? Are you that's not your age at the end of your name, is it? You're not 6,000 years old, I hope. I mean, I don't care either way, you know. I'm desperate completely. Yeah, you know, it's all the baby's blood. I mean, it's well, I don't like to talk about my diet because people tend to be whoa, okay, maybe there is something in this water. People tend to beat you up when you say you're vegan, you know? Especially in Australia, they call you the F word, and I'm not the good F word, the FAG word, and then they beat you up. So I don't like to tell people why. Yeah, exactly. I'm sure you probably look 23, right? You look young for your age. Most people who are like spiritually woke, they tend to look young because like I'm sure there's a smart way to put it, but you know, it's again that just intuitive thing. You just get me. I don't need to explain myself, right? You know what I'm talking about? Like just like more spiritual people, they tend to be younger because they're young at heart, I guess is the way to put it. You how many kids do you have? Are they good kids? Or like is it one of those apples don't fall far from the tree kind of thing? And I'm not talking about like you so much as like maybe you're the the sperm donor. You know, there's a quote in The Sopranos: "The piece of shit doesn't fall far from the asshole," that kind of thing. So that tends to be a trend for women. They get knocked up by fuckheads, and then they're like, "Oh man, why are my kids like fuckheads?" I don't know. I don't mean to dwell on your issues. I'm sure like people come and watch me because it's a way of like forgetting about the ways of the world, the weight of the world. That's great. Are they both from the same partner? Where's my fingers? Partner? Both from the same sperm donor, you know? We'll put it that way, right? We'll BPC. If I'm just I'm fantasizing about the day where I have 3 viewers and 2 likes, right? What's stopping people from liking, you know? I feel like it's just a common courtesy. People just say they have no manners these days. I'm using a coaster too. Look how well-mannered I am. You guys have no idea. I don't remember my question, but glad to hear you're ashamed. Um you're from 2 different partners, right? Is that what you're saying? What's NHS? That's like the British something there's obviously it's something to do with vaccinations, right? Do you believe that vaccines cause autism? Because I'm pretty sure that's a strong possibility at the very least. It's weird though, like I listen to bands like Viagra Boys, who like they're like the guy the lead singer is super intelligent, really smart and funny, but he'll say shit like vaccines don't cause autism, and it's like I can't tell if that's just the record label telling him to say this stuff or he's fucking crazy. Sorry, pardon me. It was a silent burp. It's like, when SPD but through the mouth. Oh, there we go. Pardon me. There, now I can actually say it. They tested him for whooping cough and they gave him autism? They was there a vaccine involved with that? I don't know what the testing is for whooping cough. Whoop whoop. Sorry, that's probably disrespectful, but I'm just trying to keep things lively, you know? I just lost a viewer every fucking time. Every time I think that I'm doing something really funny, someone leaves. It's just fucking normies filtering in and out, you know? Oh, I actually had to I was so good about, like, not getting tested for COVID, but I went in, I got a blood test for I won't say what, but I got a blood test at some point. They gave me one of those up the nose things. I don't think I got autism from it. I'm pretty sure I've had that this whole time. Mm, okay, interesting. I think, autism, ADHD, and all that stuff, it's just alien traits. It's the traits of, like, the real, where's my hand? Real humans, you know? I don't think any of that shit is actually what they say it is. I think it's just, ways of your true, individuals sort of shining through. And it's always like, yeah, the result is having to mask it, which is having to hide your identity, which is like being a spy undercover, which is what it's like being on this fucking planet for a real person, having to blend in and shit. They activate it. I'm just like, I just mean like we're all like really eccentric kind of people. If you're a real person, you got a lot of shit that makes yourself not like there's not a lot of smooth edges. And being in society, it's just all about having to fucking smooth your edges or basically having to play dumb or play dead, which is what I do like most of the time. My whole when I'm in public, I'm playing dumb or playing dead completely. I don't act like this at all. I'm like 10,000% opposite, which just goes to show my range. But yeah, and if I do talk to people, I'm just like a charismatic normie, you know. And I think that's just the safest bet. There's no point in this. I've tried it before. It doesn't fucking go well. Yeah, exactly. Most people you mean, like every now and then, 1 in 1,000 people you're meeting, like, oh, I can be myself, and this is the best thing in the world. But it's super rare. And usually, like I've said in one of my videos, like it's like the Adjustment Bureau, one of those shit movies where they tell the truth. They'll end up like you end up like not being able to talk to them much after that. That tends to be what it's like. So it's like this world is a prison sentence. Every now and then, someone will come around to your cell, and you'll have a 5 minute chat with them, you know, and then that's about it. That's what it's like for real people. Everyone else gets a fuck. I don't know. They get to have fun. I could go out and have fun, but I don't fucking want to. Especially after I've been doing that, like surveying people. I fucking oh god, man. Gnostic beliefs. I don't look I haven't read any of that stuff. People have brought it up to me, the Gnosticism and all that, the ancient texts. I just intuitively know it, it sounds like I'm being a dickhead or egotistical or whatever, but I'm probably one of those original Gnostic guys, just like, like the recycle reincarnation thing. I already know all that stuff. So people have constantly told me about the Gnostic text, and I'm like, yeah, that's shit I say. So, it's, yeah. I guess, long story short, yes. Sorry about that. I just had to toot my own horn. Yeah, everyone who's real knows everything. You're born with all the knowledge in the universe. The whole point of this world, by being alive in this dumb fucking retard universe, is it's all beaten out of you or programmed out of you. But you slowly you either you remember it or you reconnect to it as you grow older. That's all it is. Or you stop giving a fuck and you start being like, well, you know what? I'm just going to say this. I'm just going to think this and see where it leads. And that's what it's been like for me. That's all I can say for myself. And I assume it's no different for other people similar, you know. There's only really two types of people, those who are and those who aren't, and most aren't. I don't, I've I think all real people always know everything. It's just, I think eventually you get fucked around so much. It's like, have you seen the movie Toxic Avenger? I don't think they were implying anything spiritual with that movie so much because it's trauma and it's all sick. But you get pushed around, bullied around so much, it's almost like the Incredible Hulk. You don't want to see me when I'm angry. That eventually getting fucked with so much, it backfires on them. And you're like, you know what? I don't care at all anymore. I'm just going to be myself. When you start thinking that way, you start acting that way, you start remembering everything that you when you were a little baby. And when you're a baby, you're the wisest. It's like when you grow older, you become sort of like a baby again. I don't not necessarily saying there's a bookend to that. Yeah, yeah, exactly. And that's the whole point of being authentic is not giving a shit. Because giving a shit is wanting to please fake people, wanting to, tick the box on the status quo or whatever. And the status quo is bullshit. Obviously, it's just it's there to make it seem like all the 90% of retards are legit. And so it's a mind fuck for the 10% of people who are really actually consciously here. That's all it is. And I mean, it's no more complex than that. And I don't know anyone else who really talks about it in that simple terms. Everyone wants to intellectualize everything. Everyone wants to be so smart. They don't understand that just you appear smart when you're not being smart. That's I think that's true. I am very drunk though, and I tend to be a lot more philosophical when I'm drunk because even when I'm sober and I don't have my guard up, I don't have all my when I'm sober, I still have that. I don't know what it is. It's that anxiety because I still feel the heaviness of the atmosphere. It's like when babies are born in this world, if they're real people, they come here screaming and crying because it feels so heavy to them. And when I'm sober, that weighs on me and it stops me from being as authentic as I can be. But when I drink, and I've drank a lot tonight, I feel like when I'm drunk, I'm like what normies feel like when they're sober, just like, ah, I don't have any burdens. Like, fuck it, I can't imagine. I can't, like, do you know what I'm talking about? Like, you're 3 drinks in or something. I'm way more than 3 drinks in. But, like, you get 3 drinks in and you're like, "Oh, I suddenly don't have, like, social anxiety anymore." I reckon that's what normies are like when they're sober, the fucking lucky fucks. Because you just see them all, they're fucking all congregating and talking and shooting the shit with each other like there's no consequence. What the fuck? That's the scariest shit in the world to me to just, like, walk up to someone and say what I think. I'll do it if I'm angry or drunk, but I'll never do it if I'm sober and in a normal mood. That's no fucking way. I've tried it. It does not go well. What's that? I've seen most episodes of South Park. Maybe I've seen it. Can you jog my memory? That is interesting, though. I relate to the South Park guys, Trey Parker especially. I think he's one of the real people. Matt Stone too, probably, but he's sort of like he's not super creative in that dynamic. It's really Trey Parker does most shit. I don't know if I've seen that one. I've seen an episode where they talk about Asperger, and it's interesting too because in Australia, maybe it's the same with the UK. We don't call it Aspergers, we call it Aspergers. So like the whole pun. Oh, really? Fuck! Wow. I have literally considered just drinking every day, just because it's like I know every time I do, I'm so good at being myself. I've seen also what's that dude? He's like a fat comedian. He's got like a deep voice. He's like one of the newer guys. He was on SNL, but he did a sketch on SNL where It was like, some new medical breakthrough where you just get drunk and you can suddenly, like, be yourself. Oh, I don't know. I literally don't think I've seen that. Again, it's like the, Gnostic stuff. I don't think I need to see it again, you know what I mean? I'm just like, I know all. Ow! Yeah, so you're recommending I just drink every day. That's what I've been wanting to do, and I just all I need is, just, like, the smallest bit of excuse, and that's what my dad did. My dad got drunk every day. My dad was, like, the smartest dude ever, like, he was, like, actually, like, intelligent, like, he was, like I'm comparing him to, like, every single person I've ever seen, met in person, seen on the internet, anything. My dad was the smartest person I've ever seen or heard, and he was, like he got drunk every single night of his life until he died. Oh, okay. Well, I smoked weed too. I don't at the moment. I don't even drink these days. This is the first time I've drank in 3 months. Um, and it's just been so boring. Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't plan on making anything of myself, I don't so and this speeds up the process to death, So, like, what's the harm? It just gets me back to, heaven or Pleiades or whatever the fuck bullshit that, I don't think there's even words on this planet for where we belong. What am I right about? I would assume everything, but specifically, what do you mean? Also, there's 4 people watching it right now, at the very least. Can you guys leave a like, please? Because, like, this is good content, I'm pretty sure. I'm drunk out of my mind. You can say anything. What's been done to Australia? I mean, how do I feel about what's been done to Australia? Like, how it's so, I don't know, like, PC? Is that what you mean? I don't keep up with politics, so I have no idea what you're talking about. My bubble of the world is basically what YouTube feed sends me. So you probably know more about my own country than I do. And I'm pretty sure they've canceled Neighbours, so, like, even that windows of the world is closed. I don't I'll never find out if Dr. Carl has knocked up another chick, you know? It's a tragedy. That is sad. Hey, James. What's that? That's a little doggy. Oh, that's cute. Did you just get here? You've been lurking, or wow, only 30 minutes. I feel like this has been a productive chat so far. Leave a like, everybody. That I'm starting to learn a lot about my viewers. Yeah, both you and the other person who's been talking, both of you guys are like weed addicts. And obviously I've been into that too. I was just talking to my dad. He was a lifelong he was a chronic smoker. We'll just put it that way, right? Um, Not a Snoop Dogg fan though. Woof woof. Coffee and weed too. I saw a therapist one time, and he actually hit on me. I think he tried to hypnotize me and fuck me or something. And then I got weird about him, and then he ended up leaving his firm. Um, but I told him that I drank a lot of coffee and I smoked a lot of weed at the time, and he's like, "That's interesting. That's like trying to go in two different directions." But it's just like, you know, Apple doesn't. I've been using, like, I actually, that's so interesting. The other person, Rachie, was talking, saying stuff that I've been saying recently too. I said that quote this morning. And I think I even used it during this chat. You can watch everybody watch this stream from the start. You'll see that I'm not lying. Woof woof, truth dog. Um, But there's a quote from The Sopranos that I like to use, which is the piece of shit doesn't fall far from the arsehole, which that's another way of putting it. Do you tend to watch my videos? Hi, have you ever watched any of my stuff sober? Because it might be interesting for people to know, but 99% of my videos I make completely sober. It's only these live streams that I'm out of my mind. And yeah, it's like a whole sort of separate hive mind. We think we're so much better than all the NPCs that are part of the Borg, yet we're all fucking stoned off our heads, and that's the only way we can function. I'm really just saying that so that you drug addicts feel better about yourselves. I actually look down on you completely. Where's my alcohol? I mean, tap water. It's probably the same difference, right? I've considered how they put they the fluoride in the tap water. That probably like it's to harm the 10% of people who have a functioning third eye, but it probably helps the 90% NPCs. Like the fluoride in the water probably like makes them feel like really good. Have you guys considered that? Like everything they do to hurt us actually helps the majority, Because that would make sense. If I was an evil fuck who controlled the world, I would make sure that everything I did fucked over the minority and assisted the majority, right? Like, surely I'm not. I can't be thinking this for them. They would have come up with that themselves, being evil geniuses, right? Is there anyone else here completely stoned? Like, what's the strongest? I should just assume that everyone here is high. I should start asking what's the strongest drug someone's on. We'll get government agents saying adrenochrome. Mercury is just filler. Yeah, it's a placebo, right? But you never know for the like maybe NPCs are like robotoids. Maybe Mercury like it was littered legitimately like it oils their joints or something. The madness, right? Yeah. You like that band Madness, everyone? I'm just trying to keep the ball in the air. We're hacky sacking. You guys like that band Madness? Welcome to the house of fun. Da 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 da. Welcome to the Lions Den. What were we talking about though? I feel like me and Rachie had something going on. Hold on. I'm just gonna scroll up a bit here. I did get sidetracked a little bit. Where are you from, James? I was talking about autism before and ADHD and all that sort of stuff. I feel like those are traits of real people, which Albuquerque. Weird Al has a song about that. Big Weird Al fan. Um, Hold on. I've got something important to say. Wait for it. Pardon me. Um, ADHD, autism, all those kind of like diagnoses. I feel like that's just all those are just traits of real people that they try to they masquerade as like mental illnesses or like even not OCD. What is it? Not psychosis, obviously. Um, Schizophrenia, schizos. Because I've been called schizo, so therefore I have to default to a defensive state where it's like No way. That can't be a bad thing. There's nothing wrong with me, right? I think schizophrenia, ADHD, autism, all those things are just like alien traits because like the 10% of people here who are like real people. Breaking Bad, I never watched that show. I get a bad vibe from Breaking Bad. I feel like everyone on that show is like a psychopath. All the actors on the show, I just feel like all of them are like all actors are narcissistic, but like those guys, I feel like the actors on that show can't hide it. But I don't know. What's the Breaking Bad connection? It's just yet another one of those things where I didn't even need to watch it, and yet I understand it. Leave a like, everybody. James agrees. Obviously, because it validates his existence, you know. Day B. This is another name I don't believe I've seen before. Obviously, I'm drinking a lot of Australian tap water right now, so maybe my eyes deceive me, but I don't believe I've ever seen you before, Day B. Are you a where's my hand? Regular viewer, or are you like, am I just, oh, I just had too much Australian tap water to remember you? Oh, Albuquerque, I see. Okay, that's the connection. Interesting. Someone say something. I have completely run out of shit to say. No, not at all. Why would you think that? You know, in high school, I didn't drink until I graduated high school. I never did any substance, any alcohol or anything, which is saying something because my parents are drug addicts and alcoholics. But I never did anything in high school, and people would always ask me, "Are you on something?" Because, like, you know, I don't know, so silly or like this or something. They couldn't comprehend that someone was an individual. Well, yeah, okay, that's how come you've never commented before then? You know, that's oh, it takes a lot. It takes a lot for me to get high or drunk. I'm on like half a bottle of tequila right now. I mean, Australian tap water. And it wasn't until so I started drinking at 5 p.m. It's now 10 p.m. And it was only like 4 hours in that I started getting drunk, festive, you know. You never had much to say. Well, hence why you joined in a live stream, I suppose. You just hear me ramble and rant about shit. Well, they say that highly intelligent people have a higher threshold for getting high or drunk. I don't know what that has to do with me, but it was Conan O'Brien said that he's like tried doing drugs before, and obviously because he's Irish, he's a huge alcoholic, and he has a high threshold for alcohol. So yeah, I mean, apparently it's something to do with IQ, which I guess I'm an anomaly, and cussing too. Exactly, yeah. I mean, I don't think I have any Irish heritage. I have some Scottish heritage, and I guess that'll do, right? I guess that'll fucking do. Jiminy, what's you guys ever seen that Leprechaun movie? You ever guys ever seen Leprechaun 3? Oh, that was my favorite. Leprechaun in the Hood. Um, I remember the first time I got drunk, I saw Leprechaun 4, Leprechaun Goes to Space. I still didn't think it was I still didn't enjoy it, and, you know, I was out of my head. It's always I think the smartest thing you can do is claim you have a high IQ and hope nobody else questions it. Because that's the thing with geniuses, the only way you can know if someone's smart is if they tell you, right? That's how you know. It's so frustrating. I always have to tell people that I'm smart. But nobody likes someone who's smarter than them. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's why, like, you tend to find that people who make a lot of friends are fucking retarded. Have you noticed? Has anyone noticed this? Has anyone picked up on this? Ha- Well, they do, obviously they have like some huge chainsaw, right? You're talking about how like all the trees that we have right now are actually like weeds in comparison to the way the world was naturally. Because I've watched those videos. Reptilians in Nintendo, yeah, obviously, like they tell the story of their own history in the Mario games. And you know what? Like, what's crazy? I didn't mention this in my recent video, but the current the American CEO of Nintendo right now is called Doug Bowser. Literally, his last name is Bowser, and who knows how long that's been in the pipeline, so to speak. I'm not talking about like well, there's you know what I'm talking about pipes and Mario and all that sort of stuff, all that sort of shit, plumbing, etc. So funny. Yeah, exactly. And like I think our planet, from some of the videos I've seen, our planet is just like fossilized dinosaurs. Our whole, like all the stones and stuff are just like what's the word? Petrified dragons and shit like that. You know, people have done that. Google, what is it? Where you look Google Maps, where you zoom out and you can zoom in and look at specific parts of the world. You just find that like most structures are like fossilized dinosaurs and shit. It's like our whole world, we're like we're walking on the remnants of giants and things like that, I think. It's so crazy how interesting our reality is. And that you know, they hide it by making everything so mundane and so morose and bland. An underground world. Like Mario Brothers, right? No, 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 no. That's one of the best songs ever. The underground theme. I love how it just loops. That's the best thing when you can get something to loop, like a YouTube short. You know you're onto a winner. Mariah rib. You talk about like Mariah Carey being trans. She had to like get her ribs removed so that she looked female. I hear that's what Marilyn Manson did, right? So he could suck his own cock. I mean, that's Goonies was a bunch of kids underground looking for One-Eye Willie. Well, they were working with Steven Spielberg for, so I believe they did find One-Eyed Willie several times against their will, against their One-Eyed Willie. Oh, that's okay, Davey. I can see why you've never commented before. I get so many people like saying, "Oh, I watched your video for years, but I've never commented." You motherfucker, you know, like my bread and butter is comments. Like the algorithm thinks no one likes me because people are too worried about the government or something. You guys know Steven Spielberg is a child rapist, right? Right? Well, I mean, he's Jew. If you know he's Jewish, obviously you could tell. But in case you didn't know, Steven Spielberg is Jewish. Therefore, he's a fucking child rapist. And all these movies are about child trauma. Probably all the ones I've seen, all the good ones. E.T. looks like a ball sack. He looks like a scrotum. Jurassic Park is about reptilians traumatizing children. See, I can make videos on all this shit, but I can't get to 35 minutes just saying that, can I? Yeah, and dinosaurs is bullshit too, because like most likely they probably built all those bones, like, they just constructed whatever they wanted out of those bones, like, the dinosaurs are apparently, like, more like birds, which they allude to in Jurassic Park because they can't help it. It's like a Bond villain. They have to sort of tell you their evil plan. Um, but, yeah, the dinosaurs most likely weren't actually like what they show in Jurassic Park. But Jurassic Park was a good movie. It was well made. It's a compelling piece of fiction. Although I will say it's one of those movies that peaks like the first half. It's one of those front loaded kind of movies where like the first half is like, mwah, this is like the fucking best thing I've ever seen. And then like the amount of times I've watched Jurassic Park and stopped watching it is like probably like 80% of the time I've ever rewatched that movie. The second half of the movie, it's just like, okay, yeah, you got to do something else to finish it. But like the first half of Jurassic Park is so fucking good in terms of like just like cool shit happening. Like Dennis Nedry getting that thing spitting on his face, and the T Rex scene in the dude in the porta potty, and then seeing the brachiosaur for the first time, all that stuff. It's so fucking good. And then like what happens in the second half, I don't fucking even know. I hate shit like that. Yeah, the Natural History Museum, missing link. Yeah, I don't really know what you're talking about. I'm just repeating what you're saying, hoping that like I can remember a movie I've seen that I can kind of like, oh yeah, all history is fake. Yeah, absolutely. The raptor scenes, those were pretty good, but then yeah, yeah, they were good, but then they're not as good as the thing spitting on Newman's face. They're not as good as the T Rex eating the dude on the shit house. They're not as good as the first time they see the brachiosaur eating from the tree. You know what I mean? Yeah. Oh well, I mean, I think everything they show in movies is true, but who knows what is real that hasn't just been created in a lab. I think all human beings are created in a lab. I think we're all just like we are the experiment, we're the result of gray aliens experimenting with animals. Lucy, yeah, I liked that movie. That's one of those movies where I saw where afterwards I felt, like when you watch a movie and you feel like you're the main character afterwards. I really like that one. Exactly, Lucifer. And Scarlett Johansson is my daughter or my mother, apparently. I just like putting shit out there like that. Yeah, Lucy. Yeah, Lucy. At the very least, it's like a half truth. Like they tend to mix the truth with fiction. Yeah, I don't know how many people are going to watch this. It's crazy how much ground we've covered. what was, what was fake? Oh, we got new people in here. John. Yeah, okay. I'm drinking so much tap water at this point. Everyone's high and drunk right now. We're not setting a very good example for conspiracy theorists, right? Imagine if some normie was to rock up, and they just see everyone's drunk and high. It strips us all of our credibility, like we ever had any. But that's how we tap into all this sacred knowledge, right? Is getting wasted. Leave a like, everybody. John, John, if you leave a like, it helps people find all this schizophrenia, right? Sai, I remember you. I remember your name. You saying like brother as in like a Freemason kind of thing? 'Cause I don't okay. My grandfather was a 33rd degree Freemason. but they killed him because I guess he was like he worked for the mayor of some town, and they did a remote heart attack on him. Oh, I believe you, bro. Yeah, that's it. I don't think there's anyone who watches me who isn't at least part real. 'Cause, like, I'm shadow banned into oblivion. The only way you know me is if you like watch this sort of stuff. Yeah, organic robotoids. They're basically the same thing as NPCs, aren't they? Organic portals, whatever the fuck, you know. You can tell they're real people because they always say they're real. I don't know about that. It's like how gay dudes always talk about how much they love chicks. By the way, guys, I'm really sexually attracted to women. I just want you to know that. I find women highly erotic. Just the thought of a nude woman turns me on. Hey, Rachel, where'd you go? You're not getting knocked up by someone, I hope. Oh yeah, I mean, who when it goes to like the mainstream media and you're looking at Joe Biden and shit, you don't even know if you're looking at Joe Biden anymore. I'm pretty sure Jim Carrey was playing him at some point, and now Jim Carrey isn't even alive. So I don't know if that's like what you want to be focusing on so much. You just really want to be watching Truth Dog 24/7. I need to do one of those channels. You guys seen those things where they do like music bands have like a live stream 24/7 where they're just like playing their own music? I need to do that for Truth Dog because I feel like people aren't indoctrinated enough. Yeah. Well, yeah, I've come to the point where I don't give a fuck, and I think that's the sanest conclusion you can come to when it comes to celebrity. It's just like, oh fuck it, who gives a fuck? You're like, go fuck yourself. You guys know I've been played by multiple people too. Like you're also asleep. I can just say this at this point, and it doesn't even matter. You know, you can't see. I've got a whole staff full of people. I've got handlers galore. They're all laughing. They're off mic. It's all a show. This is a mask. The real Truth Dog was killed ages ago. He was killed in like the third video. You don't notice I look different, I sound different, whatever. You know, it happens all the time. Exactly, I'm dead. We're all dead. It's just purgatory. Yeah, yeah, exactly. This is oh yeah, well, thank you very much. That's yeah, doing my thing. Well, you know, that's more a compliment to the special effects department. All the guys pulling the strings, all the CGI. Yeah. Yeah. Well, thank you very much, you know. Yeah. You know, this is my real voice, you know. And I won't get into it. I won't get into it. You know, oh, well, thank you very much. I do prefer when women compliment me, but I'll take what I can get. Uh, yeah, you can use them, but contracts expire. So the thing is, like, someone else have to wear it, and it looks different on someone else's face. Brother, yeah, that's it. Brotherly love. It's like a Freemasonry thing too, isn't it? They have brotherly love, 33rd degree brotherly love. I think we're scared of, usually my audience tends to skew women, and I was talking to a woman until you guys arrived and scared her off. But it's either quality versus quantity, and I guess I'll take quantity, right? How how old do you think I am? You're the second person to ask that. I've got the stocking over the lens. Yeah, exactly. I know, I know. But Let me at least live in my fantasy for a second, John, you fuck. Uh, doing the chores. Otherwise your husband will beat you, right? Okay. I hope that's not the case. I'm not against many things, but domestic violence, that's where I draw the line. How old are you, Si? I'm gonna use my Johnny Carson like telepathy and I think you are 30. I'm gonna say the magic number, 33 years old. 33 years young. 30? Okay. New age. Are you talking about like uh manifesting or I feel compelled to tell you guys that I did too, but I don't think I was ever that stupid. But just to make you feel better, yeah, I was retarded for a while as well, yeah. Oh, okay. Interesting. Pisces, I got a lot of Pisces in my chart. We're roughly the same age, Si. Hold on. Hold on. Pardon me. Wow, under 30. Holy shit. Well, you're beating me. Yeah, I got that. Yeah. Pisces, yeah. We probably have what's everyone's sign? Because I love astrology. I got my Venus and Mars are in Pisces. My moon's in Pisces as well. So we're all roughly the same age. Yeah, I believe in giants. I'll show you. Zip. Libra. Oh, well, I'm Aquarius, so we're trying there, Rachie. That must be where it's coming from. Also, my Juno is in Libra. What's your degrees? My Juno is Libra 13. That must be why we're soulmates, right? Sagittarius, I love Sagittarius. My reptilian nephew's a Sagittarius. He's funny as fuck, but he's banned from my house because he's a psychopath. But I have a great rapport with Sagittarius people. I don't know what's going on with me and you, John. The exception to the rule. Fuck, it's late. Jesus Christ, it's nearly midnight. I was supposed to go out and I was supposed to go out and get some, but this is more fun than fucking congregating with normies. I'll probably get gay bashed again. I don't need broken ribs for a second time. What's interesting, aside from everything I say, this is a lot. Is this chat just so lively because I told people I'd be going live, or is it because of the hour? Because normally, sometimes I do these chats when it's convenient for me, and no one fucking shows up. Well, I say that it's all imaginary. I haven't really had any interaction with any other people, but in my head, I do like the idea of a Sagittarius. I think they're funny people. They're like the chillest fire sign, as far as I can gather. How am I doing? It sounds like one of those monitoring spirits kind of questions. How do you think I'm doing? How do you think I'm doing? I think I'm doing. I think I feel like I'm portraying a person who's doing okay, right? Isn't that this Australian tap water is surely serving me good right now? Yeah, that's what I found, Si, definitely. Am I working? No fucking way. I wouldn't be in such a good mood if I had to have a job and shit. Truth Dog is my job, and that's more than enough for me to handle. What time is it? It's 11:19. Actually, there's a clock behind me. Suck my clock. See, I'm not lying. It's a Truth Dog. Woof woof. Anyway, back to the more flattering angle. Yeah. No, no, it's 11. It's maybe 12:19 for the farmers. How does it feel to live in an Illuminati prison? Haven't you watched my fucking videos? I'm a depressive, angry cunt. So you can imagine it's a dream. It's a dream come true. I love every second of life. 6:20 a.m. So are you on drugs as well? Because every single person who's entered the chat has professed independently with no prompt, saying that they're on drugs. I'm not fucking what? I'm paranoid. What? I'm not paranoid. What the fuck? Just because you're paranoid doesn't mean that they're not. What's that line from Nirvana? Just doesn't mean that they're not after you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now it says only one person is watching. Is that true, guys? Because it feels like there's like four people in here at least. Imagine America with sprinkles. Oh, everyone's stoned in Vancouver. Is that what you're saying? Can you guys hear that? Probably sounds crazy to the majority of you who are just fucking stoned out of your head. Really? Yeah, now it says three. Hey, anyone who's new, just leave a like. For those who don't know me, I'm suicidal and likes keep me from ending it all. And if you have any empathy at all, which I'm sure you, thank you. See, I can't show you my gun because it's against YouTube terms and policies, but I have a gun like right next to me. It's a huge like assault rifle. I'm gonna stick it in my fucking eyeball and pull the trigger the second I don't get another like. That's so interesting to me. Like everyone who watches me is on drugs. I think I'm the most sober person in this chat. That's fucking crazy. I've been drinking Australian tap water all night. You probably can't remember because you're on drugs. I joke about everything, honestly. I can see why they don't kill me. My channel is just like there's a subliminally against my own knowledge. I'm just enabling people to be fucking stoned out of their heads. I'm a bad influence. You sound like you're more on board with me than I am with myself. Maybe you could be the new truth dog. I'll mail you the mask. Look, you can tell it's a mask. Look at this. Look, you can see. You can see that's not real skin. Look, look at that. See? I don't want to go too far with it because if I pull too hard, the cat will be completely, well, the dog will be completely out of the bag. Woof woof. But you can tell, right? It's not a real fucking mask. This is real hair. These are veneers. I'm Dame Maggie Smith. You know, there's a vocal I don't know what you call it. They have this like little plastic thing that you put over the vocal cord. Makes you sound like a faggot, basically, you know. Hey, I'm Truth Dog, woof woof. Yeah, I was saying that before. Whereas he's it's like in the Eminem song, Dr. Dre said, "You idiots, Dr. Dre's dead." Something he's in my basement or whatever, you know, like the Eminem thing. Eminem's dead. All these people are dead. Yeah, I got you. Truth Thug was accurate though. That's what I am these days. I'm actually Snoop Dogg. That's how crazy the prosthetics are. You know, like he was Truth Lion. Get it? Truth Dog. I ain't lying. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Yeah. Well, you know, Eminem, the real Eminem is still alive, but he uses his you're just stoned, Si. Eminem Eminem, he basically is retired from his job because he knows he can just use clones. That's what I would do too. That's why I have done. Um, why don't you guys make your own channel? It's not hard. You guys know as much as I do. Why am I the only fucking person who's doing this stuff? I talk to so many people who know as much or more than me, and it's like exactly dog backwards is God. And you know what hurt? Whoops. You know what truth backwards is? You know, and I've said this before. If you eliminate numerology, you eliminate the two letters. So there's two T's in truth. You eliminate one. What's truth backwards? If you're being selective, make a word out of it. And then what's that say? And what does that tell you? Alex Jones. Alex Jones was Bill Hicks. Yeah, I did a video about that. Oh, okay. Well, I didn't expect you to be a government agent, but when you go out of your way to tell me you're not a government agent, that kind of it's sort of a red flag, but I don't give a fuck because, like I said, I'm literally Snoop Dogg wearing fucking mask right now. Got a vocal chip, and Mission Impossible style thing. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. See, Snoop Dogg. Woof woof. I never really watched Alex Jones. Yeah, yeah. Early on, the first couple of years, Alex Jones was a real person, and then like he did a hello. I did a video about this. Then like he did a Halloween or Halloween special, as you guys like to say, and it's like he was wearing a costume, so that's where they do the blending technique where it's like, oh, we have we have an in here. Let's use our fake Alex Jones. We have an opportunity to use our fake Alex Jones as a plausible deniability. He can look different because he's wearing a costume. The next time you see him, he looks the same because you've seen him in a costume, but you've seen the fake guy in a costume. I don't know. I don't mean to get into it. Well, Bill Hicks was a shield too. Bill Hicks worked for the tobacco industry. Bill Hicks was a shield for big tobacco. I d- I I haven't even seen Alex Jones recently. That's interesting. Okay, I guess I'll have to check that out. Yeah, exactly. He's clearly in the club. One of them. One of them. I kind of need to take a piss though. Not take the piss, which I've been doing this whole time. I mean, urinating into the toilet. Yeah. The sad thing is though, I can't. Okay, it's like a Jim Carrey thing because I literally haven't seen the new Alex Jones. Is it anything like the new Jim Carrey, where it looks like a dude wearing a mask who doesn't have the same voice or even behavior? We've got to be living in the end times at this point, right? If they're just like Truth Dog's been replaced, Alex Jones has been replaced, Jim Carrey's been replaced. We've got to be living in the end times where that's just like it's like that point in a Bond movie, James Bond, where they got Bond strapped down in the chair and the guy is just the villain is just telling him all his evil plans because he thinks he's about to get away with it. More buff and healthy. They've updated him for like the new sort of like Sigma demographic or whatever. He's been looks maxing or something like that. I have to take a piss so bad, but I'm afraid if I leave that you guys are all going to leave too. You, are you guys able to just sort of like spin your own web of conspiracy sort of stuff? Keep chat amongst yourselves while I go drain the reptilian, so to speak. All right. Maybe I can slip out. You guys seem like you're in your own world anyway. Looks Max, don't. I'm a big proponent of looks maxing. Like there's a little bit of truth in all fiction, Rachie. You know. How do you think I got to where I am without looks maxing? Yes, maxing. Well, considering I have like prostate cancer, I've done quite well making it nearly an hour and a half into this thing without doing needing to do so. Um, yeah. All right. Well, I'll be right back. I'll try to be quick, guys. If the chat dies, then I'm just gonna leave. That wasn't me, by the way. That was the chair. BRB. Jeez. Okay. Line was weirder. Okay, so what we got here? So a government agent or so. So you're a drug dealer, Si. Okay. That's my name, James. Well, they are shells too. They're shells of their former selves for the most part, right? Um, Never hurts to know the truth about anything. Although, the truth does hurt, but what do they say about pain? Something that's pain is like, I don't know, suffering is, uh, what's it say? I'm drunk. And no, I know it seemed like a long time, but it was just a number one. But like I said, I have prostate cancer, so that's why it took so long. It was not a number two. Of all the things, that I could be, of all the things that could make me look bad, I just want to make it clear I was taking a piss. It just takes a long time because I have prostate issues. I mean, pretty much everyone dies of cancer, don't they? If they don't get like murdered, if they don't get like physically like violently murdered, everyone dies of a disease or cancer. Well, so unlike you, I don't have any friends in real life, so this is all I have. I cling to it for dear life. And this has been the liveliest live chat I've ever done. Am I okay? Why do people? I feel like I'm coming. I feel like I'm in good spirits, literally, because that's all I'm drinking. Well, yeah, obviously. Are you serious, Rachie? You think that am I okay? I'm fine. I'm in a good mood. This is great, right? That might change when I finish this drink, because I love Australian tap water. Not a sponsor. Palmetto. Is that like one of those that's like saying Medusa three times in a mirror or something? You just curse me? No, I'm okay. Well, many friends is not the same as no friends, John, but okay. I'll pretend I don't notice that difference. Um, in general, Rachie, I'm fine. I'm okay. Yeah. Um, I enjoy my own company. Well, it's all about what happens at the end of all this shit. And I know that I've unlocked a good ending. If we want to be nerdy and put it in video game terms, I've speed run this lifetime and I've unlocked a good ending well ahead of um my playthrough. I've done enough. I've gotten all the coins or whatever. Be like, oh fuck, you know, he's 100% at it already and he hasn't even gotten to the last boss. So yeah, I'm fine. I likened it to a prison sentence where you're just basically waiting until you get out. Like Shawshank Redemption or something like that. That's kind of what life is for me. I feel like I'm going to need more alcohol after having to talk about that, though. Life's not so tough. Life's fucked. Well, yeah, that's true, but I think it's also like they have the most capacity for they have the most emotional depth. So people can, like you talk about like Robin Williams or like Jim Carrey or something like, oh, those guys were always, yucking it up, therefore they were like the most depressed. I think they also have like the most sort of like capacity for feeling. So it's sort of like an ocean kind of analogy where they're very deep people. It's not so much that they were the saddest people. They it goes up to the sky and it goes down to the ocean. So for me, if you want, we can go up to the sky, we can go down to the ocean. There's a depth and there's a height, and there's both. So it's not so much that because I'm always joking that I'm depressed. It's there's a range. There's a range of emotions there that I can access at all times. Because you watch my videos, I can talk about the worst shit and make fun of it. Um, that's just what I'm kind of trying to say. That I can mock the unmockable kind of stuff, and I don't know. You might be right. I might just be trying to rationalize it. Good one, Rachel. You ruined the fucking live stream. Yeah, that's interesting about Australian and British people. The what yeah, dark humor, black humor, that sort of stuff, where Americans don't so much gel with that, where they like the anti-hero sort of thing, where a lot of things, especially in British comedies, which I like, where they make the main character is a dickhead. And that's also true. Rachel was talking about another Australian comedian, Chris Lilly, where that's a similar thing, where the main characters are clearly dumb or bad people. Um, that's very much a European kind of concept. I agree with that. I don't care if I do. Uh, hopefully, we're all in agreement. We can't wait to fucking die. I wasn't doing a one eye thing. My eye is legitimately itchy there. Um, so he says. But I fucking welcome death. I'm not scared of that. An underdog, woof woof, yeah. Well, from what I'm gathering, Sai, I think that we all have a lot in common. Strangely, but it makes sense. Yeah. I'm not a big fan of all British comedy. I think a lot of British stuff is shit. Like Little Britain, I think is just pedo gay shit. Like there's a lot of shit that's the absolute the worst stuff I've ever seen. But I love the young ones. I love Bottom. Rick Mayall was really, really talented, and Adrian Edmondson, his co-writer partner, who knows to what extent that went. I don't think those dudes were gay. I'm just trying to make a joke. But Bottom and Young Ones are like huge inspirations for me. The Simpsons, Young Ones, Bottom. Um, as far as comedy goes, that's pretty much everything. All I do or say anything that if anyone finds me funny, the Young Ones, Bottom, and The Simpsons are pretty much, and The Office, UK Office. I love UK Office, US Office to an extent. It's very, very good too. Jeff Daniels from The Simpsons was the showrunner of the US Office. He's very, very smart and talented and genuine kind of writer. I've written comedies myself too. I've written a couple of things with a friend of mine, Bad Dad and Clint. Very funny stuff. But I don't know if it'll ever see the light of day. But that's my South Park. I love South Park. How am I doing? Portlandia, I don't know about that. I don't know about that, James. Kids in the Hall, I don't know about that stuff. I don't know about that. How am I doing? What do you guys mean? I'm fascinated in hearing what people think of me because I don't get any feedback at all about myself. Nobody talks to me in my real life or anything like that. So I have no idea how I'm coming across. I just do my best to come across how I want, but you guys aren't worried about me or anything, right? No, no, I was joking like everything else I say. I don't, if I do have cancer, I don't give a fuck. I hope you don't give a fuck either. It sounds like, it's kind of like that Norm Macdonald bit about Hugh Hefner. He'll take care of you kind of thing. I don't know if you guys Norm Macdonald I think is really funny too. He wasn't super funny in his younger years, but he's one of the funniest people ever once he sort of hit his stride. You guys like Norm Macdonald? Fellow Canuck, right? I don't know if I'm saying that right. Norm Macdonald is an anomaly. I loved his the Norm Macdonald when he did those that his interview thing. Most of those things that where he did those interviews with celebrities on his show, Norm Macdonald Live. That was so fucking funny. With Adam Egert, always throwing him under the bus, calling him a Holocaust denier, and joking off dudes under the Queensborough Bridge and shit like that. It's like Norm knew that the Holocaust was a hoax, and he'd always use Adam Egert as the scapegoat because he's like the straight man or whatever straight man. Oh, I tend to rate you that yeah, definitely piqued my interest. But even now, like I don't know if I'll be able to get drunk all the time because I feel like I've hit a wall. Sad to say, like sometimes these live streams last for several hours, but it's only an hour and a half into this thing, and I feel like I've peaked. I probably should have started it a little sooner, but I've run out of Australian tap water, not a sponsor. Once I'm done with this big sip, if anyone else is here and they haven't left a like, please do so. Because, like I said, I've got an AK ready to go to just fucking blow my head apart, Kurt Cobain style. Even though that dude didn't kill himself, that's where me and him differ. I actually will do it. I am legit. I'm hardcore. He was a fucking pussy. No, it's gin. I, I told Google AI all. I tell Google AI all about myself, and I asked it what it thinks the ideal alcohol I should drink is, and it recommended gin, and it was right. But I tend to not drink very often. This is the first time in 3 months. I've done videos and live streams since where I'm sober. No, not at all. It's I have it with tonic or whatever the fuck. It's not just straight. I can drink it straight, but since I'm gay, I choose not to. Because it's I don't know. I already made the joke. The joke is I'm gay, right? You guys can tell I'm gay, right? It's so late. I can't even fucking go out at this point. Last time I went out this at this hour, I literally yes. That's fucking funny. Last time I went out this at this hour, I literally did get gay bashed. You guys remember that one? It was a classic episode where Truth Talk got gay bashed. Yeah, it happens. Oh, okay. Well, I did a live stream after I got gay bashed. They broke my fucking ribs. I'm not I'm not gay, you know, I'm like Norm Macdonald, I'm deeply closeted. No, like 10 kids, they beat the shit out of me just because I was wearing shorts. That's literally all I said to them was like, "What, you guys in a gang or something?" Because 'Cause they're, like, fucking throwing batteries at each other at midnight on the street. They go, "Are you a faggot or something?" I go, I stopped talking to them. I tried to get away from them. They just beat the shit out of me. Collagen peptides, okay. Is that some kind of looks maxing thing? I'm not joking. Rachie, by the way, that's most of what I say is a joke. That wasn't. Usually when I tell the truth, it gets the biggest reaction. Truth is stranger than fiction. No, I mean, I really, honestly, I think I'm, I think I'm doing pretty good. Like, I don't give a fuck about anything. I think, nothing bothers me anymore, really. Realities are set up for when you die, and they try to get you to come back or something, right? Pardon me. It's like a comedy burp. Yeah, well, like one of my favorite movies is The Truman Show. I don't even particularly think it's like a great movie necessarily. It's just it's super relatable. It's like The Matrix. I think The Matrix is a shit movie, but it has so much truth in it that you got to give it credit, you know. But The Truman Show, I love that. I love watching Truman Show because it's just like so relatable. I'm like it's like my life story. Dark City is good, yeah. A little morose. I tend to obviously like a bit of humor. I don't think there's a single funny moment in that movie. I mean, it's obviously not a comedy or anything. It was filmed in Australia though. I think Truman Show was. Truman Show had an Australian director. There's a lot of weird Australian connections. They say Australia is not like a real country, which I would believe in. I live here. Fuck. But they all those movies they basically tell the same story in sort of different recollections, right? What didn't you know? Australia was Australia isn't real. They don't call it down under for nothing. It's actually hell. Feels like it. My favorite movie is The Room by Tommy Wiseau. Hi, Mark. I love comedies more than anything else. Um, I think The Room is uh, just it's an I love stuff that is like a one in a million kind of thing where I don't think there's no one could ever like intentionally make a movie that bad while they were trying to make a movie that was the best movie ever. That's what I think is so phenomenal about The Room. Have you guys know The Room by Tommy Wiseau? He's a vampire. Well, you're a big Neighbours fan, right, Rachie? Have you ever seen you watched obviously you've seen Chris Lilly and all that stuff. Seen Home and Away, obviously. How do you know about the new Minions movie, James? Oh, I see. Oh, the Truman showing you. Yeah, it's 11:56 p.m. right now. This whoops. That clock's a little bit slow. Like me. The new Minions movie is fantastic. Okay. I think you just lost all credibility there. I've never watched any of those movies. That's like, as far as I can tell, the Minion stuff is like NPC shit. It's a five bagger. You guys watch on cinema at the cinema. I love that stuff. Oh, I didn't mean to offend. No, the Minions is high art. I, yeah, I ca- they got robbed. I can't believe they didn't win the Emmy, the Golden Globe, or whatever. I'm actually getting pretty tired. I need you guys' feedback. Is it clear that I'm sort of like petering out here? I feel like I'm just fucking phoning it in at this point. I'm so. I guess I need to drink more. Well, we got 8 likes, so that's something. Time to make coffee. An Irish coffee, right? I think there's some wine in the fridge. I can keep drinking, see if that helps. It's hard to keep up with all you drug addicts. Oh, fuck. Yeah, it's nearly midnight, and I started drinking at 5 p.m. Well, how long is that? Six, 7, 8, 9. Fuck, 7 hours? Holy shit, that's a long time. So that's like a high end version of like it's 5 p.m. somewhere. You know, it's like that alcoholics like that's like alcoholic credos or whatever. Right. Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's super enabling. I'll take it. Um, yeah, okay. I guess I'll keep getting drunk. I don't need alcohol to put hair on my chest. Okay. I'm involuntarily yawning, and I don't think it's any fault of your own. I think it's just the fact I've been awake for like 5 a.m. to 12 o'clock. I don't know how long that is. I've been awake for a long time. I've been awake my whole life, dude. I'm so like deep. I'm so spiritual. All right. I think there's some wine in the fridge. I'm going to be so super self-destruct. I'll just get like, okay, here's a question. Before I keep drinking more, how drunk do I seem to you guys? Like, on a scale of 1 to 10, how drunk do I seem? Because, like, I drank half a bottle of gin, which is like 40% alcohol, which is a lot. Uh, Tell off the Illuminati. I feel like I've been doing that the whole time. They're gonna be super pissed at me considering I'm a member. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Yeah, I can't get drunk. I'm too intelligent. Ugh, yeah, everything's bullshit. All right. Well, as I get more alcohol, just to I don't know, I feel like I'm filming an episode of Jackass right at this point. How drunk do you guys think I seem on a scale of 1 to 10? I mean, seriously, because I'm so out of it, man, that I have no like perception of reality. Ugh. That wasn't me, by the way. That was the chair. I know I've said that before, but seriously, you'll know when I fart because it'll smell really bad. What? I didn't leave. I just went and got some more wine, like I was just wondering, like, can you guys give me a rating? Like, how drunk do I seem? Because I have no perception, I have no like self-awareness. How drunk do I seem out of 10? I'm asking a bunch of people who have like completely fucking stoned on drugs. Well, it's morning in Albuquerque somewhere. Right, okay. How drunk do I seem out of 10? Why is this such a hard fucking concept to grasp? Wow, that's pretty good, huh? I'd hope the cops to say the same thing, because I do plan on driving tonight. 5, yeah, that's pretty good. I have no idea if the oranges that this bottle's been opened. Smells like feet. This is unfiltered Australian tap water. No, but like, okay, I'm just performing at this point. If you guys like, I feel like we've done a really good chat. This has been, as far as I can fucking tell, is a 5 out of 10 drunk. I feel like this has been a really, really good live stream in terms of content. Yeah, oh, I do get that drunk sometimes. It's been ages. When I first started drinking, I used to have to do that one-eyed thing. I don't anymore, and that's interesting too, isn't it? It's like the Illuminati or like a real kind of thing when you one eye symbolism. But as far as you know, I'm completely sober. That's I will keep. Oh, oops. I will keep it this way, so you'll never know. You'll never know if I'm a 6 out of 10 or a 7 out of 10. Oops. I need to become a pirate. Actually, I've got no peripheral vision at this point, so I'm going to like fucking knock something over. But if you guys have anywhere else to be, I should also like. I I'm sacrificing my night. I could be out there like getting some, right? You know, you can imagine for a guy like me, it would just be like it's just a cinch. But you know, instead, I'm talking to you guys. When was the last time you guys had sex? For me, it's been like 5 years. I'm not even joking. I feel like 2 hours into the chat, I can say that and no one will ever know. Oh, you motherfucker. Okay. All right. Well, Si's just overdosed on heroin. We lost one of them. Here I am, fucking brain damaging myself just for views. Well, nice talking to you, Si. Thank you very much. 41, by the way. This smells so bad. I don't even want to drink this shit. Plus, feel free to leave anytime. It'll just be an hour long of like prolonged goodbye messages. Maybe next time. We'll see. Like you can send me. Yeah, go ahead. It'll be a surprise if I reciprocate. I'll have to. I can't really decide right now while I'm drunk out of my mind. And you're on heroin or something. Hmm. I feel like I said, this is going to be one of like several messages where he just keeps saying goodbye over the next course of the hour. But are there any other ladies in the audience? Rachel, are you still there? Or are you just like you've dried up like the Mojave after all this? Going to watch Dr. Carl. I feel like this isn't really actually doing me any favors. I don't know if I can really drink that. It smells so bad. All right, here we go. It smells horrible. What even is this? 18, 1848 Shiraz, but it says 2020. It says 2021 on there, so I don't know what to believe. You're still holding that against me, James? That I was shitting on the Minions, your favorite franchise. Who's your favorite Minion? Oh God, this smells so bad. It doesn't smell any worse than me. Holy shit. I'm probably going to spew now. Do you guys think if I went out at this hour that I could get some? It's midnight. But I imagine anyone out right now is just as drunk, if not more wasted than me. So, like, yeah, feels like I milked this thing. I need to see the new Minions movie because it validates your existence. Is that what you're saying, James? This is your own personal truth, Truman Show. I you're probably right. I have to say that though. That's I see. Absolutely okay. And you're the only James is such an uncommon name, right? It's got to be about you. There's no other James on the planet. Mhm. You want to be like Steven Spielberg, right? There's an ulterior motive to your direction. You want to tell children what to do, and it's not just on camera. Although sometimes it is on camera, but oh, that's fine. The more your autism shows, the less mine is more obvious. You're completely absolved of all sins. Don't worry about it. I'm sure I'm more autistic than you. I'm ADHD, whatever. I've got ADHD and autism. That's the hardest. Yeah, yeah. I know. I win. I win. I'm the best at being fucked up. Cheers, Tink. God, that smells bad. Oh no, wait, that's just my breath. No, but seriously, Rachel, are you still there? You're a lady. I need your opinion. Do you think if I went out in the state that I could get some? And obviously, I won't necessarily be doing that, but like I feel like what's that? The Rizzler. You guys know the Rizzler. I brought this up on the chat. What does he do again? I don't know. As soon as I mention the Rizzler, my views go up. The algorithm's like, this was such a good live stream before I ruined it by getting too drunk. All right. What the fuck? I've been validating everything you've said, Si. I said I literally every single comment you've said, I've gone into like deep analysis, word by word. Everything you said, you just at this point, it's a little bit desperate, honestly. You're trying to rewrite history. I've completely validated every single comment you said. You have the number 3 crown. The It's brotherly love, right? No, absolutely. Like, look, we are talking. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We're talking already. This is funny. Yeah, absolutely. I was just kidding. Okay. Are you playing a character like I'm playing a character, or is this like it's a real thing? Like, shit, I should have left. Oh, I really wonder what sober viewers will make of this. Oh, what the fuck am I talking about? Nobody who watches me is sober. No, Si, seriously. I've I super enjoyed everything you had to say. I was only joking. Everything I've been saying is an exaggeration. I've been playing up my own sort of persona. There's no offense. I'm generally not the type of person who interacts with people outside of these kind of official uploads. It's nothing personal against you. No, 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 no. For real. There's no bad blood or anything remotely close. Now you're number 1 crown, so that just goes to show, you know? Don't worry about it. I've no ill feelings. Well, it feels like that. It says there was 3, but now there's 2. Yeah. It's weird, like, the more you drink or the more you do drugs, like, you feel like, "Oh, wow, this is great," but then, like, everyone around you is like, "Not so much." So, normally I do streams sober and they go for, like, several hours. James is still here, alright. Fuck, okay. What kind of music are they playing, James? Are they playing Albuquerque by Weird Al? It would be cool if Weird Al covered Albuquerque by Neil Young, right? Fuck, that's not even funny. At this point, I admit that something I said wasn't funny. You know I'm drunk when I can be honest about that. Shit music. Peace. Questions? I've been asking people if they think I should go out at this point, because that's usually my plan when I'm down here. Face to face, what does that mean? I should move to Albuquerque, what the fuck? I'm having a blast right now. Yeah. Well, Australian was started like the original inhabitants of Australia were prison convicts, so you know that is true. Add you onto live stream. I don't know. I don't think I have one of those live streams where you can like do like separate video calls. I'm not trying to be weird. No, I'm being serious. I don't understand. No, if I could get other people like on actually on their webcams, that would be awesome. Oh, okay. Well, if you say so. I'm I've really just been a person who doesn't give a fuck, who just like uploads stuff because I don't have to like work a job, so I don't have to answer to normies. That's the only reason I do my YouTube stuff. Um, but for real, if I could get you guys actually on, that would be so much better to actually talk to people than just like have to read this shit. Because like my vision at this point isn't super good, so it's not even easy to read. No, yeah. No, for real. It would be way better to actually talk to people who are talking back to me, but like we make do with this. And then, you remember, guys, don't be selfish. This isn't just for us. This is for anyone else who happen, you know, because after this it'll be uploaded and others can enjoy it with my hands. Others will enjoy this. So, you know, this is for prosperity or whatever the fuck they say. I keep asking that. Normally though, what's a real turnaround is normally my live streams are I just talk to women normally, but I feel like this has been a sausage factory, which is a nice change of pace, but it's a little off brand. Um, Rachel, are you still there? Yeah. I also wonder too, there's like a lot of my viewers who post comments on my videos that they never are in my live streams. I wonder if they watch and they just don't comment. It tends to be the opposite. People like comment on my live streams who never comment on my videos. It's weird. Oh, that's fucking disgusting. If someone just got here, feel free to leave a like. Keeps me from ending it all. I'm serious. Well, it feels like we lost our only female viewer. That's pretty much no chicks are watching. There's nothing in it for me, you know. That's why I do this. Why is that, James? I do remember that one. I was walking around the house, sort of schizophrenically, just ranting about bad service, trying to frame it as reptilians did it or whatever. But is that like relatable for you or something? I suppose. Add you as a guest. What the fuck does that even mean? I can't do that. Like, hold on. Highlights. No, that's not what we want. Fuck off. What the fuck? Add a stream marker? No, that's not good. Oh, look. I'm trying for you, Sai. I'm trying. What's this shit do? Share live stream with Facebook. I don't know about that. I don't want my fucking grandma watching this. Live, end stream. Well, I know what that does. Top fans? What's this shit do? Yeah, makes sense. Captain Fucktard. Participants. I can't do that. Yeah, we have McDonald's around every corner in Australia too. Yeah, I'm trying to find the thing that you're talking about. Like it's I can't do what you're asking, Si. It is what it is, as the kids say. Pardon me. How'd you get 100,000 followers? Yeah. Dudes are always way more forward with me than women are. I don't know what that says about me, but oh well. We'll take what I can get. God, I'm gonna be so hungover tomorrow. I'm gonna be so hung over tomorrow. Do you think anyone will watch this stream back? Has because I'm a 6 out of 10 of drunkenness at this point. Has this been a good live stream? I feel like it's been fairly lively, entertaining, a lot of good content. Maybe we should leave it at this because maybe there's a chance that someone will actually watch it if it's under 3 hours, you know? Sometimes I do these fucking behemoth streams where it's like you'd have to be a total fucking loser to even watch that shit. You've had a crazy, painful life, therefore watching a Truth Dog live stream is nothing to you. It's like a walk. It's like a walk in the field. What sounds good, James? 4 million. What the fuck? How did you get $4 million? You were on 4 episodes of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and you won each one. What the fuck? I'm learning a lot about my subscribers. Jesus Christ. Forget joining my live stream. Send me some money, dude. Jesus. What the fuck? 4 million. 4 million Canadian, though. I don't know what the exchange rate is. That's probably like $60 Australian, no, in our dollar. Oh no. I don't take offense to anything. I'm above all, and I see myself as better than everybody, so there's nothing that can really offend me. Leave a like, everybody. Like and subscribe. Right. Sure. I feel like I'm drinking bad blood at this point. It fucking smells like it. Withdrew from heroin 200 times. That sounds like something a vampire would say. That sounds like someone who has had like 1,000 years of life experience would say. Why don't you, Si, do you have a you do you post content? It seems like you'd have way more to say than I do. I look into stuff too much. Now you're nagging me. Uh, I can confidently say I do not know what you're saying. Oh yeah, I agree with that. So you could have given up heroin one time, 200 times. What's the difference? Is that what you're saying? How do you get like to the giving up heroin 199 times and be like, this is the time I'm going to quit? At this point, surely you would be like, I think I'm addicted to heroin. Wouldn't you say? Like, wouldn't that be like probably the tell that you're like heroin is kind of your thing? I've never done heroin, but I've done plenty of heroines, if you know what I'm saying. Not really, actually, but whatever the case, I feel like we've alienated our two other viewers. There was a John and there was a Rachie, and they're probably just fucking literally blowing their brains out after you and James have said your piece. And look, I'm going to take full credit. There's a little bit of me too. I was implicit in their suicide as well, but I mainly blame you fuckers. Oh, wing girl. Yeah. I don't see the point. I don't know what the difference is between having a physical person there and jerking off. Because for me, it's like, if I jerk off after I'm done, it's like, oh, that's good. I don't need to like talk to anyone or like have to do anything. But if there's another person there, it's like, oh fuck, I have to talk to them and like probably drive them home or something, know? So I don't get it. I don't get it. No, no, I'm being completely serious. I don't get it. Like they like I jerk off to a computer, whatever's on the computer. It's like, well, they didn't judge me. I have sex with someone. They probably have some kind of like take on what just happened. I don't want that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's I don't know. Is this weird? Or normies tend to do it all the time, but I don't. Yeah, that's it. You're probably just high on heroin. Sorry, I know that you're what's the word? You clean and sober. I, okay, well tell me how to do it because I literally well okay, tell me how to do it. I've been trying. It's not it's why can't you afford James? Heroin or a girlfriend? This live stream is going to be so embarrassing because I have to tell my mom every time I do one, and I have to tell her, yeah, I did one, and then she watches the whole thing, and I usually get grounded. That's it. Yeah, that's all. That's why you don't have sex. You can't afford it. I went to a prostitute and I still didn't have sex with her. That is serious though. I did. I said that in a other live stream. Don't you guys watch my 9-hour live streams? What the fuck? I did though. Yeah, it's a real thing. It's crazy too because I'm like, I'm better than most guys in nearly every single way, but like I never get laid. So how do I add you? How do I get you onto the live stream? Yeah, truther girl. That's it. I'll just walk up to every girl with with big boobs and ask them if they're a truther. I'm on a laptop. I feel honestly, Si, I feel like what you're trying to accomplish here is ultimately a form of mogging. What you're doing, you're coming across as just this like starstruck sort of fan. Oh my god, Truth Dog, blah blah blah, your biggest fan. Oh, I just love to chat. I think we'll have a lot of laughs. Then you're gonna come on, you're gonna fucking mog me into oblivion, and your ultimate goal is for me to end the night with suicide. I think that's what your plan is, and I'm on to you, and that's why I don't trust men. I don't trust any fucking guys who come on and try to butter me up like this because they see me and they're like, "There's a peg I want to take down a few notches," and that's what you're about, and I can tell. I like to live in this illusion that I'm on the top peg. Obviously, I'm like 17 rungs below the top, but in this reality, in this little live stream where I've got the stocking on the fucking filter and all that stuff, I'm top dog, Wolf Wolf. No, 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 no. You do not mug me on my own stream. Maybe next time, eh? So, do you upload any content of your own? Like, do you have obviously you have a channel because you've got a profile, but do you have any videos or anything like that? Maybe I can check them out in real time. Use my truth dog discernment. I'll do a real time truth dog video analysis of Psi S, right? You guys know that like I'm a real good judge of character and shit. I can tell a person just I don't even have to like see them. I can just tell through like text and stuff. Because that's like my job in heaven is I'm actually Anubis. That's Truth Dog. I feel like this. Yeah, 2 hours and 25 minutes. No one's fucking watching this. I'm Anubis. That's why Truth Dog is Anubis. I'm the guy who weighs the souls of people who are dead. I'm just here for whatever reason at the moment. But I'm a truth dog, the Anubis, the dog-headed god. That's who I am. Truth dog, god in reverse, dog, wolf, wolf. I'm Anubis. You guys know that? I am. I'm just telling you because no one's fucking watching this. But I'm the guy who interviews the dead. So I know everybody. So you can't fucking fool me. Yeah. With a frog. No, I'm serious. I've got a talk show in heaven. It's not heaven, it's Rainbow Bridge. But right now I'm dead for whatever reason. I got in trouble. I ended up I accidentally led a bunch of people into heaven who weren't meant to be there, and I tried to damage control it by killing them, and then that got me here. So that's why I'm here. I don't tell anybody this because it's fucking the craziest shit you could ever say on top of all this shit I say. But yeah, I am Anubis. Truth Dog is Anubis. I'm the guy who weighs your soul when you die. Everybody knows me. All children know me. All children look at me like, "Oh, who's that?" Because they've met me. Everybody's met me. I've known everybody. I know every single person. I've met everybody. I have to meet you. I'm the guy. I'm that guy. I'm not like the highest guy. I'm not God or anything, but I'm in between. That's who I am. It's all good. I don't care. Like we're not in the interview. We're not doing an interview right now. It'd be a different story if we were. During my talk show, it's a different thing, but whatever. It is. It is what it is. Anyway, I've said way fucking too much. I'm not supposed to say that shit. Well, I don't like to throw the L word around willy nilly, but yeah, I do love you guys too. Honestly, um, you've made my night. You've made my day. I come into these live streams with trepidation, thinking, "Am I going to talk to anyone? Am I going to have a good time?" And you guys have you. It's been fantastic. I've loved every second of this. This has been fantastic. I said that already. I sound like Trump. It's been fantastic. But you've moved beyond that, sigh. Obviously, oh fuck, man. James, don't encourage me. On the off chance you're trying to butter me up, don't worry. And there's nothing you can do or say to oh fuck. Jesus Christ, what the fuck's going on? Oh, I'm so sorry. Jesus shit. You're saying a lot. I've said a lot. Look, I have to go. I've said too much. As soon as I'm done this, Australian tap water. But I feel like this has been a really, what does it say, some other stuff? Look, sorry, I don't know what to tell you. I don't even know why you're telling me this. And I'm actually pretty out of it at this point. I've had a lot to drink. No, I believe you. I believe you. You've got a lot of you have authority, you have power. You've got it. Don't worry about it. I understand that. I understand that. The reason that you have this compulsion to get high is because you are from a higher dimension and you're just wanting to connect with something spiritual that feels real to you. You can function on a level that most people can't. You can get high and feel normal, and that's a sign of an advanced spiritual being. Fuck, I actually sound drunk right now. I am fucking drunk. I've had, but look, yeah, it is. New Age is all bullshit. All that stuff is shit. Drugs are more real than New Age because helps you connect to who you really are, but it's not actually the be all end all. It's a fake version. It's look, Sai, it's interesting right now. This is it. What we have right now is interesting, and this is fantastic, and this is entertaining. And I think for the few people that see this and enjoy this, they're going to get a lot out of it. Really, I've sacrificed my health. I don't give a fuck. I don't know what you've done, but you've put yourself out there, and that's something I can't read even. Fuck, I'm serious. I can't even read. Well, you're not a heroin addict. You want to connect back to your true self. And so you're high vibration and you need something that connects you back to what feels real. And for you, that's that drug. And it is what it is, and you're in prison. Fuck off, smoke criminal, you fucking. You lower my vibration, smoke criminal, you dirty fucking shill. Whatever it is. Well, good on you, because that's the path back to heaven or wherever you're really from or you connect with. It is sobriety. I'm sure I would. Look, I barely lived life, Si. So most people would be able to tell me stuff where I'd be like, wow. And I'm not trying to undermine anything that you've been through or whatever. But I'm telling you, I have no life experience in this world, but I don't know. I believe you. Well, smoke criminal, what isn't a scam? Also, your name is Smoke Criminal, and I know you, and pretty much every comment you make on my channel is some sort of fucking bullshit. Yeah. Anyway, this has been a good stream. This has been a really good one. No, so I've really enjoyed this. Don't think just because this isn't a one on one that doesn't mean anything. It really does. What am I on? Smoke Criminal. You're gonna have to watch the rest of the stream to find out, I'm afraid. It's about to end. And I'm not afraid, by the way. That's just a turn of phrase. Gonna take off like a rocket. Yeah. Well, much love to you too. I don't mean it. Absolutely. Now you've left me with Smoke Criminal. Fuck's sake. Oh, there you go. There you go. How's that? Exactly. Alrighty. No, I reckon this has been my best live stream yet, although I am completely fucking out of my mind. But honestly, no, really, it's been short and sweet. Leave a like, everybody. Oh, it says there's zero viewers, but at this point, I'm 69 sheets to the wind. Smoke Criminal. Yeah. Peace out. Smoke criminal. Before I go, you're a troll, right? Smoke criminal, you're a troll. You play dumb. You ask me questions that just are meant to like take my time. I like, okay, well, I guess I should answer this. And then you reply with some shit that's meant to like just like completely baffle me or enrage me. Right, yeah. Oh, well, thank you very much. Yeah, that is my name. Well, you think that Scott, yeah, Scott G, that's my real name. Who gives a fuck? You think that does anything to me? Good on you. You think I can watch all these fucking videos of people who I've never met? Like fucking people who develop for Nintendo and I know who they are at their core, and I can't read through a screen that you're a dickhead? You think I can't fucking tell that people who comment on my videos whether or not they're a good or bad person? You fucking retard. Zero viewers. This has been the best stream I've ever done, you fucking loser. Yeah, smoke criminal. You don't know, do you know who I am? Like, here's a question. Do you know who I am? I'm interested. Like, these people who, like, come in and play these characters to me, like, oh, what's an NPC again? Oh, but then my parents bully me and are they NPCs? And then I have to fucking answer you like it's my job to fucking solve your problems. Like you couldn't watch any video by anybody else and figure out, oh, okay, oh, the world's hell. Or you're a genuine viewer. You've never said anything genuine, you fucking retard. I know your game. Like you can't undo me. I'm too authentic. Oh, the thing is, you know what the comedy here is? No one here who's still watching knows who you are. So none of this matters. Only I do. And I don't give a fuck. I never gave a fuck about you. You taught me actually how to spot people who waste my time on a level that is unfathomable. Like the extent that people go to sometimes to waste a person like to waste my time. It's what? The tone, you big brains. You know what intuition is, smoke criminal? You know, like reading between the lines, pattern recognition. Your name gives yourself away. No one with any self-respect would call themselves that. Do you know the difference between the name Smoke Criminal and Truth Dog? It's like night and day. One's a good guy, one's a bad guy. It's that easy. I'm drunk out of my fucking mind and I still know everything. I know you are, James. There's a difference between you and people like this piece of shit. It's like no no one even trolls me because I can see through everything. And so they're fucking scared to. They'd have to be fucking stupid to try. Wouldn't they, Smoke Criminal? They'd have to be fucking retarded to try to troll a person like me. There's not a single lie I can't fucking laser vision through. Well, he sees through plain dumb. I guess I'll just play like completely retarded. Doesn't work. Yeah. I believe you. I encourage you to start a channel too. We need to start eliminating the smoke criminals of the world. Fucking losers. Oh, Truth Dog, can you explain to me in detail what organic pollen is to waste your time? Truth Dog replies, takes his time. Yeah, but that doesn't make sense because blah, blah, blah. Oh, you're a high-end energy fucking vampire troll. You've seen my videos? There's nothing like me on the internet. Nothing like me on the internet. I'm a fucking original. I might be the only fucking original who's showed their face. I'm not saying I'm the only original on the internet, but there is no one like me in the world. Make a video, truth, fucking smoke criminal. I'd love to see how original you are. Oh, my parents are giving me loser. Anyway. Just kidding. Right. Well, that's disturbing. But let's keep it brief, relatively, for live stream sake anyway. It's about the time I go out and get gay bashed, right? But thanks to everyone for showing up. I really, honestly, James, Smoke Criminal, what have I done? What do you mean, what have I done? Oh, before okay. It sounds like you're truth dog indoctrinated. Anyway, um, yeah, I think that's it. This has been a really good one. Thank you everyone who showed up. Smoke Criminal, James, Rachie, Sai, John. I believe there was someone else that were also. I don't want to deny anyone credit here. There's at least one other person. I don't want to. Oh well, you know who you are. Well, thank you so much, everybody. This has been a classic. And you know the catchphrase. I don't need to say it. What's the thing I usually say when I end a video, guys? You just tell me. You remind me what I say. I've had too much to drink. I can't remember at this point. Truth dog something something something. You know. If you know, you know. Truth dog out, wolf wolf.